Honestly, I'm still processing it, if I could be quite frank. I've been on this thing for what, 3 years now, I think. What year is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's still hitting me, if that makes sense. It's still hitting me. Uh
yeah.
Don't miss the all-new X-Men '97, only on Disney Plus.
What's going on? My name is Nigeria Chambers. I'm from Big Gold Belt Media. Jake, my guy. What an honor to talk to you today. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, listen, man, just gonna keep it 100 with you.
Please do.
I know you don't know me from Adam, and with this question, I really want you to like reflect if we were like boys from the sandbox. And I was like, hey, Jake, yo, how does it feel to be reviving one of the most iconic series? What does it mean to you? And like, yes, you have touched some of the most popular and most important IPs, but this one right here, my guy, how does it feel to be a part of bringing this back to life? And I mean like a raw answer here.
Honestly, I'm still processing it, if I could be quite frank. I've been on this thing for what, 3 years now, I think. What year is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's still hitting me, if that makes sense. It's still hitting me. Uh
yeah,
had the premiere last night, was able to be with the crew, get to all celebrate together, right?
yeah,
You see things over and over and over. You work on stuff. You at some point you become desensitized to it because you're seeing version 7,338.
yeah,
And so it's like, man, does this still hit? Does it still hit? Does it still hit? And
yeah.
hearing people like in the crowd and having confidence in the team that is behind this show and all of the departments that are involved. When you finally get to that moment, you're like, I knew they'd like it.
And, and,
You
and,
know,
and go back to San Diego Comic-Con when you first it was announced, when you got to see a couple, we got to see the characters
yeah,
come to life. We got to see a little bit of like the raw sketches and what. So like you talk about the 3 years, I've kind of been with you as a fan on that there. So like even
right
going back
on.
to that moment to the premiere last night, what has that emotions like wave been like for you?
The shoulders are coming down, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, it's because at a certain point, as an artist, look, if it wasn't for deadlines of production, we'd just still be noodling stuff all the time. So like, take it from us, take it, take it, take it, take it, thank you, give us the other one next, it's an assembly line. Just seeing it finally come to fruition and just being able to, man, to be honest, just to be able to share that with the team, to see their live reactions with the live reactions, that was gravy for me, man. I'll be honest, like that
Yeah.
that that their joy on behalf of the people's joy, that's cool for me. Like,
Hey,
I'm like, oh
Disney,
yes.
Disney, we gotta run this back, man. My man on high. We shouldn't be doing no interviews right now, man. You're supposed to be in your own little vibe, man, just metabolizing this all because I mean, honestly, you well deserve it, you and the team, and like as a fan, like this means just so much to me. And I just imagine somebody having that responsibility to be able to kind of receive those flowers in these moments right now. But still a little bit more work till we get to March 20th for everybody, for the world to see. Two quick questions I really want to get in. If you can speak for all the departments involved here, when we talk about how much of the animation, the technology behind animation, and even with voice acting and how that's sort of become a more of a seamless process, what options did that kind of open up for you all to take in terms of creative liberties here?
Man, I love that question because at the end of the day, a broad scope. It opened up a huge world of what we can do based on, what we were able to do as a medium 30 years ago, right? But that's just it's been 30 years,
Yeah,
but we're not making an X-Men show. We're making, the X-Men show, or we're tapping in to the OG show. We're taking off from graduation day at the end of season 5. Like, so there's parameters, there's a sandbox that we have to play in, because if we get out of that, it's no longer, the show, there's no longer the vibe.
yeah,
So pulling that in, that was always going to be there, right? It was a matter of, what don't we use? Like, what it came down to was, oh, that's too clean, that's too HD, that's too crisp. Pull that back. There it is. There it is. There it is. And so, like, when it came to like dialogue and emotional depth and characters talking and drama, 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 melodrama, who's standing to who's not standing to who, how we shoot it, when do we shoot with compressed lenses, looking at stuff between like 96 and 98. what what were the hot films at the time? What were the groundbreaking techniques of the time? What kind of lenses were they shooting with? And I love to say this, we talk in terms of lenses when it comes to storyboarding and directing. We don't have real lenses. We draw all that stuff. We have to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
that
yeah.
knowledge here, and so when it came to the dialogue, like shooting with compressed lenses, when to shoot with that, compressed dynamic composition, compressed versus dynamic composition, or keeping a compressed composition dynamic. Just little things to get mileage out of that. Like 3 camera setup, that's a big thing. That was the big '90s flair.
Yeah.
Then when it gets to the action, look, at the end of the day, we got to stay relevant. A lot of our peers, a lot of my friends and coworkers in this industry are pushing the medium of what animation can do. It's not just a children's medium, it's another form of storytelling, you know. And so in tandem with that, we got to stay relevant. But again, if we go too far, we're not the show. So it's finding that delicate balance of how hog nasty wild can we go with the action, and then bring it back.
Yeah.
Let you
Yeah.
get a little bit of modern, little taste, and now come back. Now it's the show.
Well, Jake, I got to wrap here, and I got to say, of all the revivals we got in the world, there's been a lot we didn't ask for, but this certainly was one as hell that we needed. Thank you so much for your
Appreciate
time.
that.
Hopefully, we've been talking again a lot more and a lot more X-Men to come.
Absolutely. And on behalf of the team, man, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the acknowledgement of the team too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, brother.